Bangladesh's interim government announced on Monday that it has formally requested India to extradite former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who has been living in exile since August earlier this year. This development follows her removal from power after the student-led protests toppled her 16-year regime, leading to charges of crime against humanity and genocide. Sheikh Hasina, the 77-year-old leader of the Awami League, served as Bangladesh's Prime Minister from 2009 until her regime was overthrown earlier this year. Her tenure saw significant economic growth and infrastructure development, but it was also marred by accusations of authoritarianism, electoral manipulation, and suppression of dissent. The tipping point came in August when a student-led movement erupted, accusing Hasina's government of corruption, human rights abuses, and stifling democratic freedoms. The protests intensified after allegations emerged of widespread irregularities in the 2024 general elections, including voter suppression and opposition crackdowns. These protests quickly spiraled into nationwide demonstrations, with students demanding her resignation and accountability. Amid escalating tensions, Hasina fled to India on the 5th of August, reportedly to escape arrest. Her departure marked a significant political shift, with the military and judiciary backing the protesters. An interim government was subsequently installed to oversee governance and initiate judicial proceedings against Hasina and her allies. The Dhaka-based International Crimes Tribunal, that is the ICT, which primarily deals with war crimes, has issued arrest warrants for Hasina along with former cabinet members, advisors, and military and civil officials. The charges include allegations of crimes against humanity and genocide, although specific details have not been disclosed yet. Bangladesh's Foreign Affairs Minister Touhid Hossain confirmed his government's diplomatic efforts to secure Hasina's extradition. He said, and I quote, "We have sent a note verbale, which is a diplomatic communication, to the Indian government requesting her return to Bangladesh for judicial processes." Additionally, Bangladesh Home Affairs Adviser Jahangir Alam revealed that his office had formally requested the Foreign Ministry to facilitate the extradition process. Alam stated, and I quote, "The process is currently underway." He emphasized his government's commitment to ensuring accountability. India's role in this diplomatic saga is pivotal, as Hasina has been residing in the country since her departure from Bangladesh. The Indian government has not yet issued any official response to Bangladesh's request. However, Hasina's long-standing ties with India, highlighted by her pro-India policies during her tenure, could complicate the extradition process. Meanwhile, the situation has garnered international attention, with human rights groups and political analysts closely monitoring developments. Critics argue that the charges against Hasina might be politically motivated, aimed at dismantling her political influence and discrediting the Awami League. However, proponents of the judicial process contend that accountability for alleged human rights violations is essential for restoring democracy in Bangladesh. As the extradition request unfolds, questions remain about its political and diplomatic ramifications. Hasina's potential return to Bangladesh could ignite further unrest, given her significant political base and the polarizing nature of her leadership. Meanwhile, the interim government faces the dual challenge of maintaining stability while addressing calls for justice and democratic reforms. This extradition case represents a critical moment in Bangladesh's political trajectory as the nation grapples with its democratic aspirations and the legacy of one of its most influential leaders.